Afternoon, everyone. Big, blue, and fuzzy. Hope you're having a good day. And, well, today, it's a snowy day. Crappy outside. It's fun to be in suit, but I decided to take the day and clean up the basement. This is where I'm hoping to set up a place to film better for you guys. All behind me, it's full of junk and furniture. But while I was down here, I was looking through my stuff. And the stuff I like, such as the fursuits and fursuit creations. Some of you may know me that I have actually created my own suits. This one here is not my creation, but as much as a rebuild. I had to repair it, change things, fix things, make alterations, and I had to learn to do it myself because I cannot reach the maker anymore. I don't know where they went, and I'm pretty sure they don't even want to talk to me. But let me tell you something about fursuits and fursuit creation. And I really think a lot of people would have more appreciation if they tried to make their own. There is some talented makers, tons of them, many of them, extremely good people who make very beautiful pieces. Would I like to have one? Oh yes, very much so. But I do not have the several $1,000s to throw down on a new suit, plus get on a waiting list and that stuff. So many years ago, I'm looking at the suits I wanted to have and ones I'd like to try to have, different ones for different events. And I thought, I'm going to try my hand at recreating them, or let's create my own. Now, the one helper arm, he made his own suits, and he does really good work. I made some suits. They're decent. I was asked a couple times, could you make me a suit, Rathy? No. Because my stuff is at such poor quality that I don't think anybody should be subjected to the problems that would have with it. Such as falling apart at times, seams popping, things not working right, or things just coming undone that maybe I didn't get quite right. But let me talk about some of those. Here's one of my first creations. I'm just going to have the heads here. This was an orca I made. I worked a lot of time with it, trying to get a shape and a form. I tried to give it as accurate as I could. I put the dorsal fin on the body, not on the head. I even tried to do a fan in the blowhole to pull hot air out of this suit. I constructed it on a batting helmet. I used the stuff they use for crocheting, or not crocheting, but that needlepoint stuff, that little plastic mesh. I used that to create a frame, create the shape. I used wires and little shims to basically structure it. Then I covered it with fleece because that was cheap and I was on a budget. This looks, not great. You can see the seams are all exposed. And, well, really wouldn't be that acceptable in most furry, groups. Put you over there, but. So that was my first attempt to create a suit. The next one I made was a partial. It was all foam. This is an all foam construction. I started out, made a ring for around my head, and then I just built off of that. This is one of my more unique looking ones. It was all foam, as I said, and I hot glued it together bit by bit. And then every scale. I can't believe I put myself through this. I punched out every scale one at a time and glued it and placed it. This was weeks of punching and gluing and sticking just to get them all right. And then I coated it with pretty much a thin rubber coating. This I'm pretty proud of. This was a partial suit I made. Let's go over there, bud. And then, let's see. Then my third suit, another full body. First one was full digigrade legs. I always wanted a raptor suit. So I made one. This is my raptor with his broken jaw. I've had much trouble with this jaw. He was all foam. I made resin eyes, a clear resin, painted them. Tried to add some feathers, they look kind of crappy. But making a jaw didn't quite work out right. It's broke. I got to figure out a solution. Also printed out a bunch of teeth. But that's 3 of the suits I have created myself. As you can see, they're not perfect. I can tell you every problem about them. You might not notice it, but I do. But I personally think if you want to make a suit, go ahead. Now, there is options. Hang on. I'll just pick you up. Come here. When I was talking about making the head frame, this was a griffin I was working on. I lost his lower jaw. It's somewhere down here. Maybe if I find it, I'll finish it. You can see what I mean about making a frame to fit your head. Make something like that out of foam and just build off of it. Use your imagination. Eventually make it a solid piece. Some of the options you can find, but Rathy, I don't know how to shape. I don't know how to sculpt. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I don't have the confidence. There's suit makers who got you covered. Pieces like this. These are pre-made resin suit heads. You just cut your jaw, hinge it if you want it to work, put your material on it, and you can break your own head. This for the dino, to replace that dino. But as you can see, I've never gotten that far. Maybe you're a DIY guy. You're a 3D printing person. There is a couple, literally people who got head shoot legs online. Tip these people. Show them you appreciate it. This is a crow head that I found and assembled and 3D printed. Am I ever going to get it done? I don't know. But it's done. I have it. It's an option. And I may do something with it here, hopefully in the future. I'm debating if I want to get back into making suits again or not. I have a lot to do and have a lot going on. But that's how it is. I can't get busy anymore. So, I'm going to let you go. Feel free to contact me. I'll see you again, hopefully soon, with other videos. Thank you. Goodbye.